Hello me TPDs, welcome back to my channel. I know I look a little weird, but that's because I am currently wearing the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation and no concealer, nothing else. So I have done my primer and this foundation up until this point, but what I wanted to do today is test out some brand new drugstore makeup. And the first product I'm going to go in with is a concealer. So I just did my makeup, and up until this point for primer I used a combination of the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer as well as the and then I went in with the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir Foundation. I know that was a little bit of a weird intro, but I'm feeling a little weird today, and that's okay. So if you are new here to my channel, welcome. Hello. Just so you guys know, I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so be sure to subscribe before you leave. I'm going to be testing out some Maybelline products, a L'Oreal products, and then also a Flower Beauty product. So if you want to see me testing out some brand new drugstore makeup, then be sure to keep on watching, and let's just go ahead and start applying the makeup. So I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. Are you kidding me? I love the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I don't know if this is the same because it says full wear instead of fresh wear. But you know what? I'm just gonna hope that it is the same because I really, really love that foundation that just came out. The cap is super cute. I have not opened this. It looks a little light and this foundation is a little dark. So let me go ahead and pull up the prices of each of these products. I did place an order on Ulta not that long ago. I just saw these products and I got super excited. All right, so I have the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Waterproof Concealer. This was $13, so definitely on the higher price point. And I have the shade Ivory. There are 25 different shades in this concealer. Are you like... That is crazy. That's a really good shade range. I got the third one down from the lightest shade. So I think that people with fair skin would like this. It says that it's supposed to provide maximum coverage, all in one stroke. It's waterproof, non-greasy. It says the formula won't transfer, fade, or flake. It says a little goes a long way, and you could also double using this as a contour and highlight product if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and try it out. This is gonna be interesting, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna apply like that much. I really don't know how full coverage this product is. It smells very chemically. Wow, okay. I really don't match this foundation. This is like my deepest summer shade foundation. I'm just pulling it down to my cheeks like I normally do. That's pretty full coverage. Wow. I like the way that looks. I will put this on the very center of my face as well just to even out the coloring. But you guys, this is really full coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit to my forehead, down my nose, and on my chin as well. Wow, it's going a very long way. This is covering up my entire forehead. And it's like so different than the foundation I'm wearing. I'm just pulling it up to my cheeks as well because, it doesn't look like it's creasing at all yet, which is a good sign. I'm going to set everything down with powder. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It powder because I'm running out of my Laura Mercier. And this is very similar to that, but it's definitely more mattifying. People were not lying online. This is very full coverage. Hopefully it does not crease. If it does, I will leave an update in the description box below letting you know. Like, I almost want to say it's a hair lighter coverage than my Jouer concealer. Obviously the Jouer one is like the highest coverage ever, but this one comes close and it's half the price. So I'm just setting down my whole face. I don't have a full face here of new products, but I have a couple that I wanted to show you. I'm going to go ahead and put a base down on my eyelid using this NARS Soft Complete Cream. What is this called? Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Creme Brulee. This is not a new product, so I'm just going to speed on through this. Oh, you know what? I need to wipe that. I didn't mean to do that. Take it back. Alright, I'm wiping this off a little bit. It's gonna make my eye very red. I did not want to do that. I actually wanted to prime my eyes because I am gonna go in with a new eyeshadow palette. So I'm taking this NARS Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. This eyeshadow base is freaking amazing, you guys. It's so good. There's a reason why it's out of stock all the time. All right, I'm gonna set that down with the same Kat Von D powder. I'm really excited to test out all these products because I have not ordered new drugstore products in such a long time. I feel like they haven't really even been coming out with new products. Now that that's set, I want to go in with just a regular bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have the shade Light Bronzer, and when I got this, I didn't even know that there were two different shades. There's Light Bronzer, and then there's just Bronzer. Let me know if you guys like have tried both of them. What's your favorite? Because I was really tempted a couple weeks ago to buy the regular shade bronzer, but it's like $14, and Physicians Formula is definitely more on the expensive side, so I didn't know if I wanted to spend the money. So if you have the shade bronzer, let me know if you like it, if you feel like it's a better like tone for you. Getting so tan. I think I have powder in my eye. Here we go. This is a brand new product. This is, well, kind of. This is the Flower Beauty Flower Pot, and it's a powder blush, and it's I said that super weird. This itches. So this is a brand new product to me. It's not super new at the drugstore. This is the Flower Beauty Flower Pot Powder Blush, and I have the shade Sweet Pea. I thought this looked the most neutral and nude and pretty. Hopefully this has a good formula. I've not tried any of the Flower Beauty blushes before. So this is what the blush looks like. It's a really, really pretty shade. Oh yeah, that's super pretty. Definitely my kind of blush. So I'm going to apply that with a brush. I'm going to take my regular blush brush. I'm just going to go in, tap off the excess. I don't know how pigmented this is. I love that there's a little flower design in here. Kind of reminds me of the Milani blushes that look like this. That is a super pretty blush. Oh my gosh. And it's blending out really nicely. It's not too pigmented. All right. I really like this blush a lot. I'm going to go ahead and add some highlights. I'm going to use the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight. No one ever talks about this anymore, and I used it for the first time in a long time the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, such a pretty highlight. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows really quick using the Anastasia Brow Wiz. So I'm just going to speed through this. Calling the eyebrows good there. I'm going to set them down with the Clear Brow Gel from Anastasia. Did I miss my eyebrow right here? I totally did. I'm going to scoot you guys a little bit closer because I do have a new eyeshadow palette that I wanted to test out. So let me do that really quick. So I have the new Maybelline The Matte Bar palette. This super intrigued me because look at these beautiful shades. Here is what the inside of the palette looks like. I think it has a lot of super pretty like neutral shades over here, and then some pops of pinks and browns over here. This could be like a great travel palette if you only took this and one shimmery eyeshadow. Let me see how much this was. This was $12. And it says it has 10 creamy matte shades for your most sultry and spiced eyeshadow looks yet. This reminded me a lot of the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette without all the shimmers. That's kind of what it reminded me of. So I want to test this out. I am going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush. First, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. The only downfall with this palette is the sideways eyeshadow pans kind of make it hard to dip your brush in without getting other eyeshadows on it as well. Having to go in a few times to build this color up, but it is a nice transition shade. Next, I'm going to take this more pink shade right here and with the same brush and apply that to the same area that I used the first color in. I love this shade already. Oh my gosh. All right, I think I'm going to call it good with that shade. Then I'm going to take this dark pink right here, take a more defined brush and start putting that into my outer V. And I'm keeping that a bit contained right in my outer V right there. Now I'm going to take an even denser brush and put this black, like black brown shade at the very, very edge of my outer V. Like right here. I want to go back in with that dark pink shade again and blend that out. I liked how that looked better than the brown. Then in order to blend the two, like my lid right here and this dark pink shade, I'm going to take a flat brush and take, let's see, I'm going to take this shade right here, put it on my lid. And blend the two together. I definitely brightened up this part of my lid. Then I'm going back in with the first brush we used just to blend out the edges. I'm going to take this bright pink right here on the very edge of the palette and put that, smudge it underneath my lower lash line using kind of a light hand. This palette is good. Let me go ahead and swatch the rest of them just so that we can get an idea of how all of the shades swatch on my hand. So I'm going to take this shade first. This one's a little scratchier that I used on my lower lash line. Let's take this shade. Oh yeah, this shade's definitely scratchier, not as soft as the other ones. All of them seem pretty pigmented, and I like the shade range that you get in this palette. This brown shade right here is not that great, this one in the palette. And then I'm gonna swatch this brown, dark brown. Those are some of the swatched shades on the back of my hand. Some of them are good, some of them are better than others. These dark two brown shades are not great, but the other shades are pretty good. I think it's a pretty overall good drugstore eyeshadow palette. They did give me this freebie. It's a Maybelline waterproof gel pencil in the shade Sleek Onyx. I already have this eye pencil in my collection. They gave it to me for free, so I'm going to use it today. And I'm going to put it on my waterline. I'm going to take my regular mascara and coat my lashes. I really like using all matte palettes sometimes. I always use some sort of shimmer on my lid. It's fun changing it up and just doing mattes. I really like how my eyes turned out. I think it's very different for me. A little bit more natural, but it still has that pop of color on my lower lash line. I really like it, and I do think that it's overall a really nice palette. Lastly, I have this guy, and this is probably the item that I'm most excited about. This is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick, I think is what it's called. This was $10, a little bit expensive for a drugstore liquid lipstick. I have the shade 118 Dancer. I think these are brand new. They just released like 10 new different shade options. So if I like it, maybe I'll go back and get different colors. It says that the lip color features a unique arrow tip for precise application, which I really like because I don't use lip liners. It says it inks your lips for up to 16 hours of liquid matte color. It is 5 o'clock when I'm filming this, so I really hope that it is not up to 16 hours. I would like to get this off at the end of the day. It says it's highly pigmented, long lasting, and it's a smooth matte finish. And it looks like it comes in a lot of different shades. I don't think I've ever tried a drugstore liquid lipstick that wasn't Wet n Wild, so I'm interested to see how this performs. Whoa, all right, it looks kind of like gel-like. This is what the tip blonde looks like. Let's try and apply this. It smells like fruit, I think. It's definitely got a gel, like whipped formula at first. I definitely really like that it is such a fine tip that I can easily draw out my lips. I think that's really nice, and it was actually very easy to put this on. It was not hard at all. Right now it is pretty sticky. All right, I'm gonna let this dry. It's a really pretty shade. It seems like it is drying down. It's just taking a little bit. What I might do is put my lips on a Kleenex, and hopefully that speeds up the process. It still is a little bit sticky, and it probably will transfer right now, but you guys, this is a really pretty lip shade. I am going to try and leave this on tonight and eat with it, and I will tell you guys how it wore or if it rubbed off at all. Here is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would say the standout product for me, depending on how this wears, I really love the shade, and if it has a good formula, then I'm definitely going to want to pick up more. So this is like a, I really like it right now, and we'll see how it wears. These two definitely surprised me. I am ultra shocked about this concealer. So I think this is probably the standout product for me, but I really love the blush. I like the eyeshadow palette that I used. I think this was like a hit drugstore video, I think. I enjoyed pretty much everything that I used in this video. Let's see if it'll transfer. Okay, just barely, like a little bit, but not much. It's still kind of drying now. Like I said, I'll let you guys know how this wears down in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you want me to do more try-on videos talking about brand new products. I love doing them. They're probably one of my favorite videos to film. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!